What is up, everyone? I am Michael, the Madman Mohammed, or as Death Stranding likes to call me, Mike the Master Mover Mohammed. It is a very particular day out here in Toronto. We all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, got 15 centimeters of snow in the middle of November. So as you can see, I got my winter tires in the back here. I gotta get that shit changed out in the morning. I just shoveled a shit ton of snow. Holy smokes. I just worked 9 hours, guys, and just like dealt with all that snow. Sorry if I seem a little bit short of breath. I just genuinely had a lot of shit to just deal with just now. And now I can't fucking wait. Now I can't fucking wait, baby. And now I can't fucking wait to strap on 200 kilograms of sperm and egg cells and fucking pee and poo grenades. Put on my exoskeleton, put on my Ludens mask sunglasses, and climb up a fucking mountain so I can get to some ungrateful asshole who's like, these sperm cells aren't in very good condition. Oh well, I guess it's to be expected. Well, thanks anyway, Sam. Holy fuck, this game is hilarious, man. Alright, so this video I'm about to make here is about why I do not understand any of the fucking reviews of Death Stranding at this point. At this point, I have played 17 hours plus of the game. I have made it to chapter 3, the beginning of chapter 3. I've gotten quite well and familiar with Stranding of the Death. And I've got to say, guys, I really don't fucking understand these reviews. I really don't understand these reviews whatsoever, man. Got a little bit more lighting out here. Yeah, this is like the worst spot ever to make a YouTube video, but we're gonna do it anyways, baby. So, pretty much, this game, like, even the positive reviews. It's not just the negative reviews, it's also the positive reviews. I don't understand them. Because even the positive reviews, even Tim Rogers' review that I recommended, they're all saying shit like, the game is boring. The game is tedious. The game gets old fast, or all this type of shit, man. And it's like, I'm just playing this game, and it's not just me. It's other people I know who have bought this game who I'm talking to. It's other people on YouTube who are playing this game who I'm talking to as well. People on my channel commentating. And what I'm finding is everybody's saying the same type of shit. They're all saying the game is really fun, the game is addictive, I want to play more of the game, I can't stop playing the game, I'm having a shitload of fun with this game. Like, when I read these reviews and they're just like, Death Stranding is not a fun game, I'm like, your life is not a fun life, bro. Your existence is a tedious fucking existence, and that's why you wrote that fucking retarded review. Hideo Kojima came out the other day, or maybe it was just yesterday or whatever, and he was like, yeah, I think Americans are not going to understand this game, because, they're really used to just first-person shooters over there, and that's kind of what they really like, yada, yada, yada. And he's not really necessarily wrong, but, if we're being straight up, if we're keeping it on the real, I think we all know that what Hideo Kojima is really saying is most Americans are fucking stupid. Again, I've mentioned this before. If you look at every other country's version of IGN, what they wrote for their Death Stranding review, every one of them is like giving it at least a 9. IGN Italy gave it 9.8. IGN Japan gave it 9.5. Lots of foreign publications are giving this game like 9 and 10 out of 10 reviews. And, like, some of them are still saying this thing where, oh, it's not fun. Okay, guys. Let me just be straight up and honest with you. Like, this is not me memeing. This is not me being an over-enthusiastic Kojima fan or something like that. I've played a lot of games this year. Ace Combat 7, Devil May Cry 5, Sekiro, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Super Mario Maker 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. What else can I think of that I've played? Astral Chain, Modern Warfare. Look, man, there's a decent amount of games to play this year, bro. That's not even close to all. AI, the Somnium Files. Just trying to get it off the top of my head. I can't really think it through. Kingdom Hearts 3 was fucking terrible. Yeah. Okay, so I've played a decent amount of games this year. I'm pretty sure I've played most of the big games this year that I was interested in. Resident Evil 2, I still gotta try, but I mean, I think I know what I'm getting with that game. It's gonna be Resident Evil 2, but better. I will eventually try it, but I think personally for me, Death Stranding is my game of the year. And I'm gonna explain why for a variety of reasons. And I think the big one is that I haven't been this fucking enthused and enthralled to go home and play a game in quite a while, man. Like, it's just. This game is gripping me in every fucking way a game should grip me. Graphically, the graphics, they don't even look like current gen graphics. This looks like PS5 graphics to me. This looks like borderline PS5 graphics. What I would expect from the next generation of gaming. At times, the game looks so fucking good, it's like hard for me to even wrap my head around I'm playing a video game here. Especially if you turn the HUD off completely. Good God, this game looks fucking good. The game sounds good. Everything in the fucking game has a distinct sound to it. Every weapon, the cargo you're carrying, the vehicles, the machines, the elevators that lift you up and down, the fucking demons themselves, the ghosts themselves, everything has a very distinct sound. There's an excellent fucking sound design here. The soundtrack that's used is a bunch of Kino like synth pop tracks that start playing when you're in the middle of climbing up this Kino mountain with like a 15-foot stack of like all this different weapons and shit on your back. Holy fuck, man. I got some stories to tell about playing this game. This is what I think, man. This is what I really think. I think the people who are not having fun playing this game, like I've heard the fucking analogy of like, oh, Death Stranding is like the Rick and Morty of fucking video games. Because your IQ must be this high to ride the fucking Ludo, bro. Like, dude, this fucking game is. This game commands you. Okay, first of all, let me just say this. The tutorial of this game is about 15 hours long. I think that's a rough estimate of how long just the tutorial is. The part where the fucking game is trying to teach you how to even play the fucking game. The whole process of you learning what the fuck you're doing, where the fuck you are, what the fuck's going on, who is who, what is what, and what you're doing, how you do it, like all the different gameplay mechanics that you'll pick up, dealing with cargo, dealing with vehicles, dealing with building things, dealing with fighting enemies, dealing with evading BTs. There is so much to cover. Resources management, like stealing resources, building things based on resources, recycling materials, storing things in the garage, fabricating equipment, leaving cargo for other players. There's so much stuff for you to learn in this game within the first 15 to 20 hours. You are still going to be learning new things about the game. Like 16, 17 plus hours deep. You're still going to be learning new things. It's that. Like, I compare it to Xenoblade 2, where literally that game spent about 15 hours just teaching you the basics of how the game worked. But because the system in that game was so different and was so distinct from every other JRPG, I found Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was one of my favorite JRPGs in friggin' years, man. I'd rank it up there with like Persona 5, Nier Automata, and games like that. Like, here's the thing, man. It's okay, in my opinion, for a game to spend 15 to 20 hours on the tutorial if the resulting game that you play afterwards ends up being fucking awesome. And this is the thing with Kojima Productions and Death Stranding and all this shit, man. When a film is like a work of true art, I would say it's Kino. It's kinematography. Like, this is like the fucking 4chan pseudo-intellectual way of saying something looks cool in a movie. Like, damn, that one dance in the Joker was fucking Kino, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you guys kind of get it. This game here is Ludo's. This game is pure fucking Ludo. Like, and Kojima spends some time explaining the concept of ludens and homo ludens. It's almost like he believes the gamers themselves are like a higher evolved form of human beings. Which kind of seems like what he's implying to some degree. And I almost agree with him, because it's like gamers, I feel like true gamers, like not just I'm gonna play something for a little bit and put it down, or whatever. I mean true fucking in-depth gamers, like people like Kojima, who have to dig deep and shit. Like, you are looking, it is like a whole different thought process that is like various different parts of your brain that are activated just playing a fucking game. And it's like this game will fucking fully activate all those fucking video gamey, cinematic, Kino, Ludo parts of your brain all at once. We're going very far off the deep end in this video, my friends. We're going like full out Alex Jones, Kojima fucking pilled. Like we're going deep, okay? That's where we're going to this time around, okay? We're not fucking around this time. Like this game, how the fuck are people not having fun with this game? How little imagination do you fucking have in life? You're not having fun and getting bored of this fucking game, bro. I just don't understand people. I just don't understand these overpaid video game critics. Because what I'm finding from the people who actually went out and like either like some YouTube reviewers or people who actually went out and bought it is they're having a really fun time, man. Dude, let me just give you an idea of what kind of shit I've done in this fucking game that was fucking cool. Like right after I got to chapter 3, it's like, first of all, let me just say this, the bike in this game is like the evolution of the Skyrim horse, baby. This bike goes everywhere. You see a mountain, you're like, oh, I can't go up this mountain. That's just negative thinking, bro. You gotta get those negative thoughts out of your head. Of course you can climb a fucking mountain with a 3-wheeled bike. Of course you can. Of course you can go up a completely rocket jaggedy slope with just a motorized trike, as they're called in this game. Oh my god, like, now I understand why Tim Rogers needed a fucking hour to review this game. Like, this is literally just my impressions of the game, and I'm already trying to, like, dig deep like this, but, like, oh man, like, dude, let me just say this. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing before I even say this. I've played the game 17 hours now. I would, honest to God, estimate that an hour and a half to 2 hours of that 17 hours was just spent either managing my cargo in the menus or micromanaging Sam himself or BB or some kind of menu interface. The menu is like a separate fucking game in and of itself, bro. The menu in this game is like you could write a thick textbook about this fucking menu. Oh my god, man. Oh wait, there is a thick textbook. It's in the game. It's called the tips section. Is where you'll find basically the guide to the menu in the game and all that shit, man. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of micromanaging in this game. If having to micromanage and like efficiently use your equipment and resources and like these kind of gameplay mechanics, if these do not sound like things that appeal to you, no, you're not going to like Death Stranding. I mean, I honestly wish we lived in a universe where everyone would just try this game and experience it, and a good chunk of the and most of the human population understood why this game was so fucking cool and why it's so fucking sick. But we don't, of course. We don't live in that universe. We live in a universe where half the people are like, what is this game? Why are people excited to play Death Stranding? Let me tell you why people are excited to play Death Stranding. So I'm out there running around with about 15 feet of shit stacked on my back. I've got ladders. I've got fucking building, generating shit, strapped to my arms. I've got container repair spray shoved up my ass. Okay, that part isn't correct. It's instead strapped to my hip. And I've got like a ladder just sticking up that's like almost holding the 15 feet stack of shit steady. And I'm running and I see a camp of mules. And I see that some kind Samaritan out there has left an online post box and a generator. So I charge up my exoskeleton attached to my legs. No, that doesn't make sense. You can't attach things to your hips and have the exoskeleton. Okay, I don't have the exoskeleton yet. But instead, then I go into the mule camp and I try to sneak around them. I fail. Now I'm being chased by about 6 guys with electric spears while I'm not carrying anything because I put all my items into that online post box that someone out there who was kind and smart left for me to be able to infiltrate this mule base and steal their shit without having to also carry my own shit that I'm carrying for a mission on my back. So I go into the mule camp and I'm being chased by these motherfuckers. So I end up fighting with one. I'm not having a very good time, but I see over there's some container repair spray. So I run over there. I press R2. Sam picks up the container repair spray. And as I run back towards the enemy, I can whack them the fuck out with this container repair spray. Of course, this repair spray that I could have used is now destroyed in the process. But I can continue to beat the shit out of a few more guys before it's completely useless. However, one of those guys that I knocked out dropped 10 kilograms of metals, and another guy dropped 10 kilograms of resins. So I grab both of them like suitcases with my hands, still running from the fucking mules, and then I turn around, I take one suitcase, I bash some guy's brains in with it, and then I see they got a fucking truck of these guys coming. So there I am, alone by myself, armed with nothing but a few suitcases of 10 kilograms of metals and resins, surrounded by a bunch of armed guys shooting electric blasts at me. And of course, this is right after I got out of an area sneaking around ghosts and getting dragged under the fucking water by ghosts and then having to throw pee-pee poo-poo grenades at a fucking giant oil demon that looks like a lion. Never mind all that part. That's a whole next part of the game. But then, while I'm being attacked by these mules, I bit by bit use all the materials I can find around me as weapons. I even use a smoke grenade, which isn't a smoke grenade. It's actually cargo that sets off smoke when it's destroyed. So after I bash somebody's brain in with it, then all this smoke gets released. Now they're all confused. Now I can take them out one by one. Now finally, the guy who's driving the truck decides to get out of the vehicle. So I run over with another case. This one, a gigantic 4 kilogram, like, huge thing of fucking ceramics, and, just bash his fucking brain over the head with it. Then I steal his truck, and then I look around me. Wow, there's a lot of metals and ceramics and shit around here. How about I build a 15-ton stack on my back and put it in this fucking truck? And as I'm walking through the tents that the mules have set up, some of these things start falling off my back because the tent is too low and it actually knocks shit off your stack if you stack it too high. So I carefully take my things in my hands, keeping my stack low enough to get through the tents, and then I put this shit on my truck. Now as I'm driving with my truck, I see there's an auto paver there, and it needs a lot of metal and a lot of ceramic. And I happen to have a truck loaded with a lot of metal and a lot of ceramic that I just got from those mules I just beat the fuck out of and ran over a few of them with their own truck. So I put this metals and ceramics into the auto paver, along with some chiral crystals that I collected from killing a bunch of bosses earlier. Now, a highway spawns out of thin air. Suddenly, it's much easier to traverse across this landscape with all this highway here. And so, now I start driving along the highway and I start seeing a bunch of other people have started driving along this highway. And they're all very pleased with how much I donated to building this highway. And I'm getting tens of thousands of likes now. And likes is like a currency in and of itself in this game. Oh my god, okay. And that's just me doing a fucking side thing I didn't even have to do. Then I can take my truck back to that same online post box, take my equipment, pack it up, then go over to my first guy who I have to deliver to, give him his package. Turns out the guy is a robotics engineer, and he decides to build me some robotic exoskeleton legs because he's so grateful. Now I can run up a fucking mountain and power jump through the air with these fucking robo legs, even when I have 15, 20 feet of shit stacked on my back. Pretty cool, guys. But of course, I'll have to struggle with my balance, because that's just realistic, man. Like, dude, in this game, there are just so many moments of, like, creating your own fun, man. Of just, like, finding random shit you can do in this game, you can build in this game, places you can infiltrate in this game. Like me, I think Hideo Kojima was looking at the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 5, and a lot of that game is you sneaking into the enemy bases and stealing their resources with, like, a magic balloon that just fucking takes it up into the air and somehow it gets to Mother Base. Or later on in the game, you can actually unlock black holes, which is even more nonsensical, that just black hole teleport things into your Mother Base. So, the thing is, I think he looked at that and he thought, this is just a little bit logistically impossible, isn't it? It would just be way too easy to build your own army if this is how you would steal things after infiltrating. And so then I think Kojima got the idea of, what if the whole game was about the logistical process of transferring things in a world where everything is trying to fuck up your ability to transport things? Where everything is either going to destroy your cargo, steal your cargo, destroy you, destroy what you're using to traverse the fucking area with, or the land itself will not fucking make your life of transporting shit easier. What if the whole game was about trying to figure out how to how to transport shit, how to infiltrate things, while having all these things in your way to impediment you to create a challenge, to create a game, much like how sneaking, if I'm just out here in the fucking woods sneaking by myself, that's fucking retarded, right? But Solid Snake is a badass and he sneaks all the time. But the difference is, Solid Snake always has a bunch of guys trying to kill him and find him in the place where he's sneaking around. So it makes sense from a game design standpoint to create a game about transporting where everything in the game world is essentially trying to get in your fucking way to stop you from being able to transport things. And therein lies the fun of Death Stranding. The fun is the journey itself, man. The fun is the fun you create, man. If you weren't having fun playing this game, you're probably just not a fucking fun person at all. You probably don't know how to create your own kind of fun. You don't know how to find the fun in the situations. Because this game, I don't know about you guys, I'm having a fucking blast, man. I'm fine, and me and my friends are talking about it, and we all have different stories about playing this game and experiencing this game and how we went about it and how we chose to deal with situations and how we chose to send Sam out. Some guys are like sending Sam out with like almost no equipment. Some guys are carrying him with a fat stack of equipment attached to his vehicles and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, that's what I love, man. That's so much like Metal Gear Solid 5, where the gameplay was so open-ended, and you would create your own fun in this big sandbox of like figuring out, what do I even want to do? How am I going to do it? What would be the most fun way to do it? Of course, you can just fucking kill people in Metal Gear, but isn't it more fun to like sneak around them? You can recruit them and shit. Like, in this game, yeah, you can kill people, but again, you are, just like Metal Gear, incentivized not to, for your own benefit. Like, you're given weapons, but there's a lot of reasons why you might not want to carry that many weapons, or why using weapons might not help you that much, or might have a negative consequence for you. And that's how Hideo Kojima is one of those people who, even though everyone wants to fucking pretend he's just some guy obsessed with movies, he doesn't even fucking like video games, this guy has a very deep understanding of the concept of fun and how to create that fun loop in your head, that fun gameplay loop. Like, I don't know about you guys, I'm fucking addicted to this game. Right after I'm done making this video, I'm gonna eat something, shower up, and then I'm gonna play Death Stranding for a few hours. Because I can't wait to play this game. I can't wait to explore the fucking world. I can't wait to learn more about this story and this world and see where it's gonna go. I can't wait to just like see what more challenges it's gonna throw at me, because now it feels like I'm getting so many tools. I'm like, Well, how can this game challenge me? And I can just see Hideo Kojima just like rubbing his fingers together, like, oh, you'll see, Mike, don't worry. Oh, man. Of course, for all I know, the latter half of the game might drop the ball. I don't know. But I keep hearing that it's the beginning of the game that's slow, quotation marks, and then the rest of the game gets better. And, like, I don't know about you guys, I've been having a fucking blast with the introduction of the game. I was having so much fun with the introduction of this game. I was fascinated by the fucking game world and fascinated learning what I'm doing, how to do it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, me, I guess I'm just the type of person, like, I don't go into these games with any expectation of what kind of game it's going to be or what I want out of it. I'm just like, okay, let's just try this and see what it's about. And when I did, I just kind of just see like, okay, a lot of it is you learning how to just carry Sam around without things falling over, being able to successfully transport things, finding lost cargo and all that. And I just slowly learned, and the systems kept building up. The the auto pavers, the generators, the highways, the bridges, the resource management, the materials, all this stuff. It started adding up in my head. The chiral network, all this stuff. The social strand system is fucking awesome. I love how like all the reviewers forgot there was a social strand system. Like 90% of them just like didn't notice that this was like a huge fucking integral part of the fucking game. Sorry if I haven't mentioned this before, but I hate game reviewers, guys. I know this is only the 400th time I'm saying that, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. Death Stranding is the funnest game of 2019 so far for me. I I can't wait to try more of it. I can't wait to just fuck around more with it. And I can't wait to see what else I'm going to get out of this game because it still feels like I'm in the first half of the game. And I don't know where it's going to go, man. I really don't know where it's going to go. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking in my thoughts. Let me know down below what you guys have been thinking about Death Stranding if you've been playing it. Has anything been keeping you from trying the game? If you haven't tried it yet, let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys take care.